Hello there, welcome. I'm Philly. I am currently living in Colombia, giving you tips, information, sharing my sites, views, all the things while I'm here in hopes that it will help you somehow figure out whether you want to come here or if you're already here, what other places you may want to check out. In this particular video, I am going to go over some Spanish words and phrases that I have encountered right here in Colombia. These are things that I've picked up from friends that I've heard personally, things that people have told me they hear a lot. And thanks to my friend Diana, who I actually interviewed, if you want to check out that video on my channel, she helped me with a lot of these and explained some of them to me because they were not all very clear. So I just want to share that with you too. If you're curious, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right in with these. Hopefully there are some good things. Maybe you've heard them before, maybe you haven't. Hopefully I can clear some things up for you, maybe take some notes. I have my notes right here because I definitely can't remember everything. But I hope that you see some cool stuff. I'm actually gonna include 15 words and phrases in no particular order. And then if you wanna stay tuned for the last one, I have a bonus one. Number 16 is my actual favorites to say, and I was excited to learn. So here we go. The first one is Plata. So plata in simplest way, straightforward, just means silver. So the metal, silver. So if you ask for like a silver ring, a silver medal, you would say plata. But in slang terms, it is used in place of the word billete. So you may hear someone say, ¿Dónde está mi plata? So they don't mean like, where is my silver? They mean, where's my money? Where are my bills? Dame mi plata, give me my money, okay? Number 2 is Chima. So Chima, you know, it's kind of flexible. Mostly it's used to mean something cool or, you know, to explain something's cool. So maybe if a friend shows you their new motorbike or, you know, new purchase, like, hey, I got tickets to this concert, you might say, que chimba. Number 3 is Chiviado. So Chiviado is a word used when something is fake, knockoff, just not real, but it's almost like deceivingly so. So maybe an instance where you could use this would be if you're shopping for jewelry. Say I'm looking for a bracelet, they present me with a bracelet and it's at a very high price. And I look at it real close and I'm like, señora, este brazalete está chiviado. So yeah, you could use like that. Or maybe your friend has something, if she has a piece of jewelry or like a DVD or something, you're like, is this chiviado? You know, that's fake. You know, it's not the real thing, it's not legit. So that's how you can use that one. Number 4 is Chusba. Now this one's kind of simple, but I learned it just like shopping often. So one of the things they'll often ask you here when you're shopping, just like, you know, many other places in the different countries, is do you want a bag? So most of the time you'll say una bolsita, you know, which is a little bag. But sometimes they'll say chusba, and that kind of threw me off because I never heard chusba before. So the word chusba is often used in the place of a bag or bolsita, in this case bolsa, bolsita. So if you hear chusba, that's what they mean. They mean bag. Number 5 is pecueca. Pecueca is actually a noun, but it seems like it would be an adjective, but let me explain. So pecueca is basically stinky feet. So you could say tengo pecueca, like I have sticky feet, or ella tiene pecueca, like she has stinky feet. So this is a noun, it never changes, don't have to conjugate it or anything, it's just pecueca. Number 6 is vina. So vina means in translation to be like a pod or an enclosing, some kind of like encasing. But in slang, vina means thing. So it's just a very vague word, thing. So that thing is the vina. So for example, it can be, I could say, ¿Qué es ese van allá? What is that thing over there? Number 7 is un tinto. So un tinto means, in translation, it's like a tint or a dye to something. It has to do with the color. So in slang, or it's often used to also talk about a black coffee or to ask for a black coffee. So in this way, you could use it if you go into a coffee shop and you just say, me gustaría un tinto, por favor. Like, I would like a coffee, a black coffee, please. So keep that in mind. It's used, I think, also outside of Colombia as well. All right, number 8 is mono. So this one's kind of interesting, and I was a bit shocked actually. So this one translated means monkey, right? Mono, mona. But people here use it to, you know, I guess call each other, or, you know, how should I say, refer to one another or their loved ones. So it's a term of endearment. So you'll hear, you know, someone say, oh, mona, ven aquí. People that are normally called mono or mona, they have a certain look to them. They're usually more of like, you know, the white Colombians or the Colombians who have blonde hair. So they normally will call them mono or mona if they look a bit foreign. You wouldn't hear them calling someone with darker skin or black hair mono usually. So moving to number 9. Number 9 is guayabo. Guayabo is a hangover in slang. Guayabo in its translation is a guava tree, but people use it to mention a hangover. Someone might say, tengo un guayabo. Another way that Deanna showed me was to use it to say, you know, kind of like it's a pain, or like it sickens, you know, like it sickens me to see. You could use me da en guayabo a ver esta situación, like it, you know, sickens me to see the situation. So you could use it that way as well, which I thought was kind of cool. Following up with guayabo is number 10. The phrase hasta a la perra, or estar a la perra, which means also to be hungover or wasted. So if someone says, you know, estoy hasta la perra, it's meaning they're wasted, basically. Number 11 is the phrase a la ordin. A la ordin, this one is so very common, heard so very much. It is used to speak to customers before they purchase, and while they're shopping, and after they've purchased. So it's very much a thing used in shopping or the commercial setting. And in translation, it means at your service. So, you know, where, for example, in the US, they would say, you know, do you need anything? May I, you know, let me know if I can help you. Like, I'm here if you need me. So they would say some variations, but here it's just a la orden, a la orden. You know, I've had someone tell me a la orden walking past the store, a la orden coming into the store, while I'm shopping, looking at things, and when I leave. So it's pretty much a very big staple here in the commercial setting. A la orden, a la orden. Next is the phrase bien o no. So bien o no, I heard on the streets, I hear on the streets constantly, people just are saying bien o no, bien o no. So it's kind of like, you're good? You good or what? You know, you're all good? It's kind of like this saying, really, like, what's up, what's going on, you good, bien o no, bien o no. So you'll hear that one very often if you stay around long enough. Next is epa. Epa is an exclamation. It means like, yeah, or wow. I like this one a lot because it has a lot of energy, and it's kind of like when you're surprised to hear something, or you're excited to hear something. Like one of my friends will text, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm free to, you know, meet up this weekend. And she'll be like, epa, Or like, yeah, I learned how to do, I don't know, dancing or something this weekend or last weekend or something. And she's like, yepa. So it's a really, really cool word, and it's got a lot of excitement tied to it. And this one is actually pretty cool. Next up is the phrase, me regalas. Me regalas is, in translation, will you gift me, or gift me. So this is used often in place of will you give me. So it's kind of formal. It sounds more formal, like will you gift me, like this is a formal gifting, but it's used super casually, like will you pass me the ketchup, you know, like me regalas la salsa de tomate, por favor. Or it could be something like, oh, me regalas un poquito de tu torta. So we've arrived at number 15. 15 is biscocho. Biscocho refers to a hot or attractive man or woman. And surprisingly, this does not, you know, change to masculina, femenina. It just stays biscocho. So you could say, I don't know, mira ese bizcochito de mujer, like, look at this, you know, hot lady. Look at that hot lady right there. But I was told to definitely not use this with somebody who is your friend. So you definitely want to use this with, you know, someone you're in a really close, like, romantic relationship with. So be careful with that word unless you want to make things a little uncomfortable. Okay, and if you stuck around, you get my bonus number 16, which is que asco, which is que asco. So que asco is basically how disgusting. So this is when, you know, maybe you ate something and it was just terrible. It's more like, you know, almost like revolting. It makes you nauseous, like, ugh, que asco. You could also use it just for, you know, a plain dislike of something, but I think of it more of just like really strong feeling of disgust, like que asco. And I first heard this when we were talking to some of our friends here, and they were eating lunch, and one of her coworkers actually brought in some food, and it had gone bad, and it was fish. And so when he opened it up, she picked it up and smelled it, and she was like, oh, que asco, like, this is disgusting. And I just thought it was so funny, and so I try to use it when I can, and I don't know, it has a memory tied to it for me, so yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. I hope that you have gotten something out of this, and at least one or two words you could use and pick up. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun, and I will catch you on the next one.